Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And last we left, I believe we had gotten some quest from the gods. Let's take a look at them real quick. Servant of... Okay, nest above the clouds. Travel to Hylia's temple. In the mountains above Twin Elms, something sinister haunts Hylia's temple. I've been asked to confront this terror and putting an end to it. Should be put. In the goddess vision, I saw her followers terrorized and struck down by terrible minutes, presumably removing that threat will earn me her favor. Vision showed me a male and female elf who fled the mountaintop. Last I saw, they were hiding in a ring of stones, the ruin of an older temple in Twin Elms. There's a district of the city with other temples. I may be able to find the elves there. They could show me the way to Hylia's temple. I think we already know how to get there. But it would be interesting to talk to them anyway. Vision of a gate, the frost-hewn breach. The pale elves trying to open it. In the vision, the elves crumbled into snow, and I sealed the gate with an ice crystal that I still had your finger when the waking dream ended. The frost-hewn breach appeared to be a part of a temple called Noonfrost. If I can find Rimgrand's place of worship in Twin Elms, I may also find the meaning behind the vision. The locals must know something about this place. Travel to the Stone Maw in Galawain's vision. The Galawain showed me a vision of a stalled fight between a lioness who lies in wait and the bear who circles her. He also revealed a cave shaped like a wolf's maw in an area that looks like a temple district. I can probably learn more there. I've heard them talking about that. Council Hot's Manor is located... Siege of Crack... Oh, that's something else. Supply and demand is something else. I have to go back to Defiance Bay for that. Servant of Death. In the two lives of the figures, the Berath, the god of death and rebirth, showed me a vision of an elven woman and a dwarven man stopped on a road. My touch slew them, and only then I was able to continue along the path. I think this is the god's way of telling me that these two individuals have cheated death for too long. Ending their lives would no doubt please Berath. The dwarf in the vision had an eerily ageless face, and seemed to renew himself with the blood of others. He said something about the Ethic Knoll. When I learn who or what this is, he will no doubt be nearby. The elven woman was strangely tree-like in vision. She mentioned a place called the Golden Grove. Okay, there are also some other... Oh, game is paused. I was wondering why it was so quiet. Okay, there are also probably some... What do you call it? Other side quests that I need to do, because I haven't talked to everybody yet. Intellect affects area effect and duration abilities and will defense. It may also be used in conversations and scripted interactions when logic or reasoning are involved. As a side thing, it turns out that some of what's it called, Grieving Mothers and Durance's quest are triggered by rest camping out, so I may be doing that just because. Eventually. Not right now, because I've got that, maybe not right now, because I've got that thing that only lasts for one rest. I might be going back to the, if I end up using it, I might end up going to the Cade Noir and grabbing the Cade Noir bonuses. It lasts for 4 rests. I have questions.
What do you wish to know? Until we meet again, old one.
Farewell.
Certainly.
Okay. Something called the Golden Grove, which is over here. gonna hit a quick save. There it goes. So far, so good. OV8's guard, OV8. Keep the peace in our sanctuary, Estremor. Iswold earned my trust. Why do you continue to support Arona? The High of Eight has tended to the grove for centuries. And now abandons it to journey away from Twin Elms much too often. You're gonna keep talking? It sounds like you're talking about the person I'm here to see. Yeah, it looks like you're finished.
Builder's wisdom to you.
Welcome, Esther. The elf holds a chipped wooden pipe. The sweet smoke wafting from the bowl makes you dizzy. Welcome, Estremor. I've got herbs and potions ready for sale. Looking for something to ease your travels or something to make them more interesting? When she grins, you see her teeth and gums are stained brown. Whiteleaf. Nice way to spend an afternoon and following night and most of the next day. I'd like to see your stocks. Let's see what you sell, other than flask of war paint. You sell ingredients. Is that a pet? That's a pet. Ithrak brains. Let's. Anybody who watches Critical Role recognizes this music. Oh, there's a lot. I'm going to cancel. I think I'm maxed out on doing my crafting anyway. Life all around us. Can you feel it? They say a high ovate Arona wasn't born not long after the builders. All are welcome in the grove. Elf with placid green eyes nods in greeting. Welcome to the Golden Grove.
Estremor.
Do you seek the wisdom of our herbalist or simply to bask in Varetha's glory? Tell me of the Golden Grove. We are the Ovates, druids, philosophers, students of nature. We gather here to share our knowledge and celebration. She gestures to another elven woman standing near the entrance to the grove. Many travelers come to us for poultices and remedies. Bleda understands the cures and poisons of nature like no other. Who leads your order? High Ovate Arona leads us. She sometimes journeys to Elmshore to renew her strength, however. She's there now, with some of her closest followers, in fact. Arona is a mighty elm among us. She's lived for generations. There are none who understand the world as well as she, and we are fortunate to have her wisdom to answer our questions. I'd like to know more about Arona. Her eyes brighten. Why, you must meet her for yourself. She is wise and kind, and she has led our order from the beginning. Yet she walks among us and gives freely of herself. She turns her gaze to the great twisting elms. That is why so many of us cherish about her. She is present among us in a way the gods never are. What do you believe? We believe that knowledge is found in the earnest exploration of the natural world. We do not, as some have said, oppose the gods. We simply believe that we have found a brighter, more peaceful path than devotion. Oh dear. I suspect she's doing something not nice to stay alive that long. The price we pay for continued stewardship. Who said that? Perhaps it's the price we pay for continued stewardship. We learned hidden truths from Retha, not the gods. That is one of the most skilled herbalists among us. Golden leaves flash and shine as they fall from the trees. I'm starting with the Berath's quest because the feeling, well, partially because Critical Role ended recently. Just the day before, just yesterday actually, for me on Friday, because I live in Japan. I see it on Friday, or it happens on Friday. And, well, Vax'ildan. Yeah, just going to leave it there in case, actually, nobody watches my thing. The Vax'ildan Visar ended up leaving when the job was done, like you would expect of a revenant. The bark feels warm, the roots almost seem to twine around your hand. And there's more herbs here.
Hail, Estremor.
Though his eyes are closed and his posture still, the man before you keeps his head aimed at you, as if carefully following your movements. Hail to you! May your time in the Golden Grove be enriching. If you are in need of services, speak with Bleda. She will see to your concerns. What can you tell me of the Golden Grove? We are naturalists, philosophers, herbalists, and teachers. The Ovates of the Golden Grove know that true wisdom comes from the study of the natural order. We endeavor to teach others to explore the world for themselves. Farewell. Golden leaves flash and shine as they fall from the tree. We foster her natural longevity, nothing else. This I claim. I wish I could talk to you. But every time I talk to you, you just give me some other words. Foreigners live and breathe violence. They don't understand anything else. Even the mightiest Stelgar will kill the weakest vermin when her cubs are threatened. They care only for their own, yes, but we must not forget that we care for more than that. Right. Hey, there's a thing there. And it's not stealing to take it. That would be stealing, though. So no. There's a memorial. Northweald. A lanky hunter grooms his stubble, a patched fuzz of blonde hairs, while listening attentively to a young elven woman. She whispers in his reddened ears and giggles. With his head still lowered, he flashes a wide smile in return. The hunter notices you. He clears his throat and straightens his back, adopting an air of dignity. I've been expecting you. My tribesmen have told me that you're to speak the truth about Fjorm's exile. He combs his sparse stubble and, darting a glance to the elven woman. Well, Arthur doesn't hide from the truth. Ask and I'll answer. Oh! Okay. Remember those bodies we found? Apparently, this is part of a quest or something. I'm wondering if I already spoke to the person that gave the quest initially, or if it got triggered when I talked to I know you're lying. Fjorm tricked you and fought the Stelgar alone. They killed each other. The hunter's wide smile retreats behind his uneven stubble. His skin reddens through the patches of fuzz as he stumbles for words. The elven woman takes a step back, staring at Arthwin with her mouth open in disbelief. You wouldn't. She quickly looks at you and then turns back to the hunter. Do you understand what the tribes will think of us, of our people? Her burst shakes Arthwin out of his stance. They already step on us as if we're filthy magnets. We're the twice-split arrows. We're broken. The huntress lowers her head, and he turns back to you, and look of despair maddens his eyes. They have history, glory, and they spit on us who have nothing. Foreigner, please. The others say you're kind and merciful. Speak the truth that would set us free, I beg you. Hmm. You'll hear the truth when I reveal it in the passage of 6. Arthurman bites his lip. A drop of saliva glistens on his golden stubble. He wipes it with the back of his hand and gives you a supplicant look. For the sake of my people, speak for us to the Anaman Fop. For us, speak your truth. Okay. That's not a name. That's a Stalger. Okay. Anything else here? There is that. I have not been to the Blood Sands yet. I do not know what that would be. There's Glenfathen Home. Old Song District, Glenfathen Home. But yeah, that body we found in the river and the Stalger we found above that. The clear waters taste sweet and refreshing. How are you getting there? Okay. Wolf Companion. Oh, there's more people. Are you sure of what you claim? I hope the sacrifices would have waned. With the frontiers again open, I assure you will need much war paint in the coming season. Oh dear. I only caught the tail end of that. Supplicants. I think that's related to one of my other quests. I want to do the Servant of Death one first. I'll come to that later. Then again, the Servant of Death one might take a while because I'll have to find the dwarf still. I have no idea where to go for that. But I know what to do about the passage of 6. Let's see if I can go in here and if there's anything in here. You can queue a string of actions by holding down the shift key while issuing commands. There's no one here. There's some meat. Can't take any more. And there is this, but I can't seem to get close enough to actually trigger it to where I can look at it. Interesting.
Been a pleasant surprise traveling with you, Horavius.
Nice of you to say that. I was on the road alone for years, and I'm happy to have company for a change.
My part of the country has a saying about Orlans. Face of skin, let 'em in. Face of hair, best beware. But you're more like a skin-faced Orlan.
Are you fucking kidding me? Well, my tribe has a saying, head of brunette, they're all set. Head of blonde says everything wrong.
Wait, was that bad? I meant it as a compliment.
I had heard in the advertisements about the sequel game that, you know, that as an example, that Ader has a slight Orlan racism, and what, you know, and I hadn't encountered it until now. See, I guess it's easy to laugh about when it's a game. Hey, hello. So this video originally was was half of one larger video, because I started recording without turning on my timer, and it went for 39 minutes. So I cut it into two videos, and I'm putting this one at the end of one of them, if I can remember how to do that when I process it. And anyway, you're going to be going on to the next video fairly soon, depending on how things set up when whether this is an odd numbered one or an even numbered one. It'll be on the same day. It'll be released on the same day. I don't know for sure yet, because I haven't done the processing for this batch yet. Anyway, that's that. See you in the next video, where I will hopefully be less stumbly with my words. But then again, if you've watched my channel, you know I occasionally get, or frequently get, stumbly with my words. See you then.